Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Coach Charity Safe Haven, where I talk about life as a nutritionist practicing in Kenya, clinical nutritionist. I give you my point of view, tips, life regrets. Just if you're thinking about being a nutritionist in Kenya or you're a nutritionist in Kenya, this is your channel. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is Charity, a certified nutritionist and mental wellness advocate. So welcome to today's episode. Being a Tuesday, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to add an episode on my nutrition talk series. And today I want to share something that has been on my mind for quite some time when I started this new series. And I wanted to talk about regrets I've encountered as a practicing nutritionist in Kenya. So indulge me. Watch till the end. Leave a comment, like, share if you enjoy my content, and don't forget to subscribe there. The first regret I have as a practicing nutritionist in Kenya, all the years I've practiced or not practiced, is not prioritizing my self-care. And I feel like most nutritionists, this is what we go through. We struggle a lot to get employment, to just be heard, be known, be taken seriously. You're always fighting battles and challenges day in, day out. Because you want to prove yourself, you end up neglecting the self-care aspect of your life. And for me, when I discovered the power of self-care on my mental and emotional health, I started taking it so seriously, guys. If I see something is going to disrupt my mental health, I walk away from it. Be it a job that is a toxic working environment, a place where you're constantly fighting to be heard, you're constantly facing challenges, you're constantly trying to prove yourself to your clients, to your people. I feel like most of the time that is a toxic working environment. I've learned to walk away. Or if, of course, it's a source of income, if you don't have any other source of income, I have established some coping mechanisms within me to just help me deal with that particular situation so that it does not temper with my emotional and mental health. Guys, please, this is a tip from a nutritionist. Please prioritize your mental health. Prioritize your self-care. Talk to family, talk to friends, vent, come to my YouTube channel on the comment section, talk, go to LinkedIn, follow me on all my social media platforms, vent about your challenges, your experiences, be in these WhatsApp groups with your fellow nutritionists so that you can get to know what is happening. And some of them give you tips on how to properly navigate this space, because if you let it, it will take you down and you'll be depressed. I think I'll talk about my journey with depression as a starting or a beginner nutritionist. So be on the lookout for that particular regret I feel and have encountered in my journey as a nutritionist in Kenya is overlooking boundaries. I regret not putting my boundaries up and sticking to the boundaries I have in place. And these boundaries can be between you and your clients, patients, between you and your work colleague, between you and your working environment, that is management, between you and your family, between you and your friends. I feel like at this day and age, someone who does not understand what certified nutritionists do or what dietitians do, I feel like sometimes it makes me feel some type of way when you're just starting out, you want to establish yourself, and then you find like there are work colleagues who come to you, you know what, you do free things for me. You find clients who blatantly disrespect you. You're trying to cancel them. They've gone to Google, they have Googled. You've tried to talk to management about putting some subtle changes in how the nutrition department is run and how you want to see the vision of what nutrition department is supposed to look like, and you're facing a lot of resistance, a lot of challenges. Guys, working in a very toxic working environment is so draining. That comes to the first point of self-care. But learn as a nutritionist, and that is one of my regrets. and I want to share a tip with you guys. Please learn to stick to your boundaries. If you have working hours from 8 to 5, let it be from 8 to 5. Don't let your clients call you past your working hours when you're with your family, when you're having your me time. Management calling you past your working hours, enforcing some other job description that do not fit a job description of a clinical nutritionist. Because I don't know why people still mistake being a nutritionist with being a cook. I don't understand. There are chefs who have gone to school to study the art of cooking. There are food science who just study how food relates. So you telling a nutritionist to go to the kitchen, and it sometimes aches me and it eats at me, and that is when I actually started now building the boundaries I have right now. And I want to encourage you guys to also have those boundaries in place and don't compromise it for. The third regret I have is not championing for myself, not advocating for myself. Especially as a beginner nutritionist, you're just given peanuts because you're desperate. You want to show people like, I can do this. You offer this job to me, and the starting salary of a degree nutritionist is quite different. I don't think I want to talk about that, but just know it's quite different. So if you go to a place and they advertise for the job, and then you get there and then the compensation amount doesn't suit you, I feel like it's okay to fight for yourself. I feel like most of us just accepted the bare minimum because this is someone who has taken a chance on you, and you've been looking for a job, you've been applying, you're not getting. So when you happen to get one, you just accept the peanuts they give you. Guys, learn to advocate for yourself in those working environments, especially those head of department meetings. Please learn to champion for yourself. If you feel like your needs are not being met, speak up. Because if you speak up most of the time, I know it will. Don't speak up in a rude way. Don't be rude about it. Don't be so challenging. Don't be so defensive. Learn to make it like a two-way. Like, you see, you're benefiting from my skills. You're benefiting from the academics I'm doing, and I'm continuing to improve on my skills. I feel like these are my skills, and they'll be able to help your organization or your hospital. Why don't you compensate me for the skills? And you continue advocating for yourself. If someone wants to do the job for you, guys, I know there's some doctors, not to call out anyone, I know there's some doctors, there's some nurses who think they can do a nutritionist job. I always appreciate those people who just let you do your job. They recommend people to you. If it's a nutrition case, they're like, you know what, we have a nutritionist, let her do her job, let him do his job. I will not find myself doing a nutritionist job because I also have my own job to do. But you find that in some places, a doctor wants to do a nutritionist job, a nurse wants to do a nutritionist job, some other people want to do, a pharmacist want to do, especially on social media. We'll see you guys. Be assertive. Be assertive in everything you do. If you have a suggestion and you feel like they're not taking it seriously, be assertive about it, guys. Just vocalize it. Tell them, this suggestion you've made, I appreciate it, but I don't think this is what is the right thing to do. Try and fight for, not all the time, but just fight for what you believe in. Regrets I want to talk about, and I feel like this is partly something that I'm still fighting, is focusing too much on perfectionism. And I feel like I've been reading more on if perfectionism is a disorder, guys, because for me, I want everything to go perfect. Like, I want everything to go a certain way. So if that something doesn't go the way I want it to go, I beat myself down. Like I told you guys, nutrition is a science. It keeps on changing. So sometimes you might know something. Sometimes you might not know something. So you'll just have one of those days. You wake up, you go to the hospital, everything is not going right. And then you end up doing a simple mistake that anyone, because you're human, can do. You end up beating yourself. Guys, you regret. You keep on saying you don't know what you do. And I feel like those work colleagues who are so vocal and those work colleagues who want to put you down, please guys, stop. You make other colleagues to feel bad about it, because everyone makes mistakes once in a while. So I feel like when something doesn't go my way, sometimes I beat myself up. I feel like I'm inadequate, and I feel like everyone is judging me for doing something wrong, and sometimes it happens. So please learn not to over focus on perfectionism. If it's something you can work on, please do. Know that some days are good, some days are bad. Some days you can know, some days you cannot. And if our colleague or someone else knows more than you, be open to listening to them. I don't, even on social media, don't dismiss people who feel like they're giving actual real information. I upload them. I'm like, you know what, continue doing. Especially if you have the numbers and you're giving out proper information, you're helping us spread the word about nutrition and healthy living, healthy eating. I always give you a tick. I'm like, just continue propelling and pushing healthy living ahead. So please, perfectionism, it can eat at you, and most of the time it tends to affect your mental health, and you start spiraling and thinking that you're not good enough, and then imposter syndrome comes in. You start doubting like you're not good at what you do, and you're a specialist at what you do. You went to school, you studied, you know, like this is nutrition, you know what it entails. So don't let it get to you guys. I wanted to purposely leave this as a last point because I feel like I beat myself down most of the time because of this point, and that is not starting continuous learning early. I feel like maybe when we just fresh from KNDI, things were quite different like this. Like that was like how many, 5 years ago. I feel like right now things are very different. People who come or are fresh from KNDI, they know what they want, they know what they're doing, and a lot of nutritionists are advocating. So you'll find that there are a lot of mentors, a lot of academy, a lot of really helping each other, and I actually do appreciate that. So my advice to the younger people, please, if you can't specialize, start early, find your niche and stick to that niche, build your clientele, build your audience, be sort of like a consultant, do certification, work on your skills, just work on improving who you are as a person, so that all the things I've talked about in the previous points will not get to you, especially the fourth one, that imposter syndrome that comes in when you feel like you're not doing enough. Please, I feel like that is one regret. And that's why these days I'm so aggressive in attending these webinars, wanting to read, taking this free online certification to just improve on my skills, improve on myself, because I want to add like skills to my already skilled resume. Yeah, follow Charity Safe Haven on social media to know. Yeah, so guys, those are just some few regrets I've encountered as a practicing nutritionist in Kenya, and I just wanted to share them with someone out there who is like me, who has been in the market, who is off the market, someone who is just starting, and you're starting to have these regrets of why you did nutrition. Just know you're not alone. If you have any regrets, leave them in the comment section. How did you deal with those regrets as a practicing nutritionist? Just share everything in the comment section. I'll be able to respond to them, and people will be able to see them, so that we can be able to grow this community of Charity Safe Haven. Guys, yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Click that red button you see below, and follow me on all my social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Please do follow at Charity Safe Haven. Let's continue being the best versions of ourselves. Until next time, bye.